Hi everybody, it's hard to believe that we are really around the corner here, hitting up on week 7 and week 8. I really enjoyed a lot of your blogs on, into the adulthood stages. It feels like a lot of you really deeply connected with the material and had a lot of really cool life experiences to share with that. So I greatly appreciate that. I'm still kind of chipping away and working on some of your grades, but hopefully those will be updated pretty soon. And then we just kind of need to focus our attentions to week 7 and then week 8, where everything just kind of gets completed. So week 7, since we talked about earlier, we're taking you from literally before essentially conception all the way to death. So now we are at the end of development. So we're looking at old age, death, and dying. So that's going to be chapter 12 from your Life Smart. There's a lot of very interesting videos in this unit, and they're powerful. Arguably, they're pretty heavy to watch too, so they definitely make you think. The one video is on Randy Pausch's last lecture, and the other video is on a nurse shares 30 years, and a lot of her experience is going to be talking about dealing with death. So it is, like I said, it's a little bit of a heavier topic. As far as what's going to be due, this will be the last week that you have to comment on other people's blogs. So you are going to write your own blog post again for week 7, and then you're going to comment on others. Again, I encourage you to keep mixing that up and commenting on people that maybe haven't heard from you in a while. And then you're going to be able to do a film analysis. Just read the directions carefully on the film analysis. It's theoretically, the questions can be answered solely just on the nurse shares 30 years. However, if you do when you do watch Randy Pausch's last lecture, if you feel a connection with that or it makes the assignment easier, it's definitely applicable to be able to incorporate both. So just kind of an FYI, it's written on Moodle, but just wanted to make you guys aware of that when you see that coming through. So that's what we got really looking at for week 7. Week 8, last week, so that's usually when all the big stuff is due. So you're going to read chapters 13 in Life Smart, and then chapters 1 through 5 in Mooney, which kind of gives you a little bit of different perspective. You're going to do your 8th blog post, but since it is the last week, you do not need to concern yourself or worry about, excuse me, commenting on anyone else's blog, so just kind of keep that in mind. The last 2 things that are going to be due are bigger projects. I highly encourage you guys to look ahead to that this week because they are a little bit lengthy. And as far as time management is concerned, if you wait to only look at it until week 8, it comes up pretty fast. You're going to have a final project that's all very well explained on Moodle. Directions are all there. That's going to be audio, and for that audio we're going to be using YouTube because it's clean, it's easier, and it's all the instructions are there on how to use YouTube. But if you ever run into any issues with that prior to the assignment, just feel free to let me know and I can help you out. And then there's also a complete final written project, which is a lot lengthier of a writing assignment than you're used to. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up that you're not looking at these real quick sort of 2-page things that we've been doing. These are much longer, kind of a accumulation of all of your knowledge that we've learned, and hopefully pretty reflective. And as far as your grade is concerned, they're worth a major portion of that. So obviously want all of you guys to be as successful as possible and to do as well as possible on that. So just as an FYI, I would definitely preview week 8, even though it's only week 7 right now too, so you can kind of keep that in mind. At this point, the class is going very well. I'm very pleased with how everyone's been doing. If you have any questions, let me know, but we're kind of in a good little system here. So just, keep on keeping on. I hope you guys enjoy these videos coming up and really get a chance to reflect on sort of the end of life and really take a chance to see sort of where we start and where we come from, and just try to, in your mind, piece all this stuff together, which I know is overwhelming, but hopefully you're able to get some sort of global picture of really what this is all about, which is, of course, it's supposed to take you through your entire life. So please read ahead. Again, if there's anything technical that you need, don't hesitate to ask. And just your videos looking good. The exams that you guys are doing, I'm still working through them. Again, if you got a low grade, I'm going through manually and checking on that. I'm pretty close to having that done already. So I think we should be pretty up to date and current on how you're doing in the course. So have a wonderful week.